all of you with my love and respects. Today's subject, what you have never been told about yoga. Revelations of the revealed scriptures. Listen. Because we see the ocean always from beach, the moment word ocean or sea is uttered, you visualize only beach, not the ocean. Listen. Because you always see the ocean from the beach, the moment word ocean is uttered, you visualize only beach, not the ocean. Same way, because yoga starts from bending the body, unfortunately, the moment the word yoga is uttered, you think it is only bending the body. Ocean is not beach. From beach it starts, but beach is not the ocean. Yoga starts from bending the body, but that is not yoga as it is. Yes, bending the body is also yoga. It starts from there. But unfortunately, you think that is yoga. There is a big difference between bending the body is yoga, bending the body is also the yoga. What you have never been told about yoga? 3 major things you have never been told about yoga. First, yoga is not originated from Patanjali. Patanjali is the organizer, not originator. That's the first thing you need to know. Unfortunately, even the great yoga teachers, yoga gurus, yogis, socially acclaimed, respected, revered gurus, yogis, even they think and promote Patanjali as the originator of yoga, father of yoga. With all my respect to Patanjali, I wanted to declare this truth to the world. Please understand, at least 15,000 years before Patanjali, a being walked on the planet Earth, assuming the physical form, just like all of us. Adi Guru Sadashiva is the founder and father of yoga system. There is enough of detailed. I wanted to insist on this word, detailed description, including the yoga postures and breathing methods, pranayama, kriya. A detailed manuals are available, written directly by Sadashiva. Understand? People who are afraid of the power of Hindu tradition always try to put our valuable knowledge as myth. They try to classify the valuable knowledge as myth. Only a person who has become enlightened and practices can understand the difference between myth and subjective science. Sadashiva revealed all these scriptures is not myth, it is a subjective truth which can stand the scrutiny of any decent researcher, whether in the form of linguistic, if you start analyzing the language, the scriptures available, all the revelations by Sadashiva is called Agama. Means the complete works of Sadashiva is called Agama. If you see the language, it is at least 10 to 15,000 years before Patanjali. And if you see the archaeological evidences, the place where Sadashiva walked, Varanasi, still walking, living. If you see even archaeological researches, any decent researcher, unbiased, straightforward, seeking the truth, will be convinced about what I am presenting. I have enough of material to substantiate the claims I am making, not just my intuition or ability to see the Akashic records. That's only one side. I have enough to substantiate whatever I am claiming. I'll present it now one by one. First thing, you have not been told, you have never been told about yoga. Patanjali is a great organizer, but not originator. Origination, please understand, the source is Sadashiva himself. Patanjali, a great disciple of Mahadeva, devotee of Mahadeva, lived in Chidambaram, organized this whole science, presented it in a very presentable format called Yoga Sutras. Yoga Sutras is a great book, no doubt, but not the first book. There is a big difference. Even the great yogis, acclaimed yogis, very popular all over the world, yoga gurus, always stop with Patanjali. I do not know why. Very few say yoga was before Patanjali. And even if they say, they are not able to present the scriptures and literatures. So understand, yoga is at least 10 to 15,000 years older than Patanjali. Patanjali organized, but not originated. So organizer is Adi Guru, Sadashiva himself. In his Agamas, he presents a detailed, elaborate, large manuals, descriptions, and a large quantity of material with high quality precision available, which is directly delivered by Sadashiva. Please understand, knowing the original source and the literatures revealed by the original author is very important to keep the purity of any knowledge branch. Any knowledge branch, whether it is Ayurveda, Jyotisha, Gemology, Numerology, or Siddha, any tradition, any knowledge branch, knowing the originator, father, founding father, his intentions, his revelations, the material revealed by him, knowledge about that is too important to learn that knowledge source, that branch of knowledge. Any knowledge branch will be complete only if the founder's intentions are revealed as it is to the person who is studying that branch of the knowledge. Unless you know the founder of homeopathy's intention and his original text, homeopathy can never be complete for you. Unless you know Varaha Mihira's original sutras, Jyotisha can never be complete for you. Unless you know the Kamigagama, Vastu Padala, the science of Vastu can never be complete for you. Same way, unless you know the Shivagamas, Yogapada, the yoga branch revealed by Sadashiva, the yoga knowledge can never be complete for you. First thing you have never been told is Sadashiva Adi Guru is the source of yoga tradition. Second, which you have never been told, which you need to be aware, always ask for original source. Any practice you are asked to do, whether it is bending the body, or a specific way of breathing, or a specific visualization, or a specific verbalization, ask for the source. Original sources are available. Please understand. People who try to declare themselves as a brand of yoga have messed up the whole yoga by creating cat pose, dog pose, tree pose, inverted tree pose, downside dog pose. I am still wondering, when I listen to all these, am I yogi? What is going on with yoga? Understand, it can be used along with Pilates, sports, bodybuilding methods, no problem. But it cannot be diluted. Using yoga along with the sports, along with Pilates, along with other exercise, along with gymming, everything is okay. But it cannot be diluted. Please understand. One of the important truth you have never been told is yoga cannot be separated from Hinduism. It cannot be separated. Dilution is sampradaya droha. Understand? Dilution is sampradaya droha. All of you understand. People ask me, Swamiji, who is the real yogi, from where we should learn? How do we know which is authentic yoga? I am clearing all these doubts and questions once for all today. Understand? Even as simple as sitting in Padmasana, to as complicated as swallowing 6-meter cloth and cleaning your intestine, everything is described with tremendous precision, clarity, with tremendous accuracy by Sadashiva directly in Yogapadas of Agamas. You do not need any jum jum, chum chum, chick chick, bulbul fellows to develop any of the yogic techniques and methods. Understand, do not believe. If some stupid fellow is claiming he developed it from yoga, he only diluted it. Nobody can develop on Sadashiva. Everyone can only dilute Sadashiva. Nobody can develop on Sadashiva. Understand? I am declaring with the authority as living representative of Sadashiva. Nobody can develop Sadashiva. He is complete for the past, present and future. He has seen all the possible bodies happening, yet to happen. We are going to have unique bodies in the near future. In next 40, 50 years, we are going to be having unique bodies, new kind of bodies, whose brain size will be larger, whose subtle grooves will be deeper, the ability to understand and grasp the informations will be more, and who will also be higher genders, who will have the freedom to play with multiple genders. These new bodies are coming. Understand? Sadashiva has created yoga even for the bodies which are going to come in the future. Bodies which were there, which are, which will be. He knows the whole, and he has revealed yoga for the whole. No one can develop on Sadashiva. No one can develop on Sadashiva. You need to know very clearly. There are three kinds of people teaching yoga. One, who claims they are teaching from their personal experience. Crow biryani, kakka biryani, g. Second, who knows only the scriptures, teach only from scriptures, does not have personal experience. Pandits, scholars. I tell you, the pandits and scholars who just teach from the books without having personal experience cause less damage to people than the so-called enlightened gurus who declare they are teaching from personal experience, does not abide the shastras, does not abide by the scriptures. Please understand, this is one of the important revelation I am giving you. These so-called enlightened gurus who does not abide by the scriptures are more dangerous to human beings, humanity, than the people who are abiding just by the scriptures without enlightenment. Because people who are abiding just by the scripture without enlightenment cannot damage you. They may not be able to give you experience, but they can't damage you because they are just following the scripture. Scriptures will never damage you. But the so-called enlightened fellows who don't follow the scriptures, because they get your complete trust and authority, they become authority just by convincing you in some 2-3 things, blowing the nose. And see, when you do the hyperventilation, naturally you will feel little peace and calmness. That peace does not mean you have become enlightened, or yes, become enlightened. Pick up a cell phone and talk to your spouse, you will see the strength of that peace. Understand? These so-called enlightened masters who do not abide by the scriptures are more dangerous than just the pandits parrots who repeat from the scriptures directly. They are, see, these so-called enlightened masters who don't follow the scriptures, who don't abide by the original yogic literatures, they get one or two glimpses here and there, and by giving those one or two glimpses, they convince the people, and the people start following them. They suddenly become authorities. Once they become authorities, all the stupidity they vomit, you will be following. They can seriously damage your body, mind, and consciousness. Very rare are the third category of teachers who have a solid personal enlightenment experience, who are authorities, responsible for what they are speaking, and completely connected, rooted, centered on the traditional yogic scriptures. Those are the rare beings from whom you should learn. Understand? The Atma Pramana, personal experience, should always, when I say always, ALWAYS in capital letter, huge red color. Always should match with Apta Pramana, the earlier rishis' experience. Atma Pramana should be in tune with Apta Pramana, the individual experience should always be in tune with the original source, the great enlightened masters, the founding fathers of yoga. Please understand. One side Atma Pramana, personal experience. The other side Apta Pramana, the experience of the great rishis. A real guru will have both and present both. Otherwise, if somebody says, I only have my experience, I don't care about the scriptures, shastras, the original source of knowledge, please understand, don't become prey for their advertisement abilities, marketing capabilities, and their immature ego. Don't become prey for their immature ego. So, Atma Pramana, only when it is in tune with Apta Pramana, it can even be shared to the world and made as Sakshi Pramana. Understand? People who claim they had a personal revelation experience, it may be sometime good for them, but there is no guarantee it is good for all of you. What is good for all of you? It should be the personal realization of your guru and directly in tune with the original scriptures. Only then it should be shared with the world. It is worthy of being shared with the world. When you choose your guru, first option, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge, who is having Atma Pramana and Apta Pramana, and who can make the whole thing as Sakshi Pramana. Understand? I may have 10,000 experiences, Atma Pramana, but whatever is in tune with the Apta Pramana, the original scriptures, revelations by Sadashiva, only those things are worthy of teaching to all the human beings. Only those things will become Sakshi Pramana for all of you, for the whole world. So an important truth you need to know: no one can develop on Sadashiva. Do not go to people if they claim they developed. No. Don't become prey to the marketing gimmicks and immature ego of some of those great marketers, great advertisers. Marketing and advertising is a different capacity. The original knowledge source, being the reliable knowledge source, is different. Popularity does not necessarily guarantee quality. So do not be cheated. You yourself dig out, investigate whether what I am being taught is in alignment with the original Shastras, with the original scriptures. With all the joy and pride, I declare everything I am teaching is my personal experience, Atma Pramana, and completely in tune with Apta Pramana, the original scriptures and original revelations from the tradition. Understand? The second truth you have never been told about yoga is no one can develop. Do not fall prey for the stupidity of downward dog pose, inward dog pose, inverted tree pose. What nonsense is going on? Yoga cannot be developed and it is not secular. Let it be very clearly told to the world. If it is secular, if it is developed, have some other name. Don't call it yoga. Have the name Roga or Boga. Don't abuse the name yoga. Yoga has to be. Sadashiva very clearly declares qualification of a yoga teacher, yoga guru, who is qualified to teach, to be a guru, to be a master. He gives a clear description. He should have Atma Pramana and he should be completely in tune with Apta Pramana. Through the Atma Pramana and Apta Pramana, his own personal enlightenment experience and in tune with the revealed scriptures, he should be able to make the science as Sakshi Pramana. Only that person is qualified to teach. Only that person is authority. only that person is authorized to teach. If you just find the right source, 99% of the work is done. Now you can declare your success. You can declare your victory. You can declare your completion. You can declare your fulfillment. You have a right to celebrate your victory. Finding the right guru, 99.9% job is done. Because the remaining work, making you enlightened, is not your job. It is his job now. Only finding the right guru is your job. After that, making you enlightened is his job. So 99.99% work is done. The moment you find the master who has personal experience and who is in tune with the original revealed scriptures, through both, who makes this whole as a reality and experience for all of you. Find the right guru. 99.9% work is done. Because the remaining work is. You may say, why I am keeping 0.1%? You have to continue to be with him. Just for that 0.1%. Don't get down from the train. Just for that. Understand. Truths need to be told as truths to you, even if it is a little painful. You might have developed your career in yoga and yoga teacher as yoga guru for 40 years. If it is not true to the original scriptures, please drop it today. Drop it today. Align yourself to the original scriptures and then restart again. That's the best thing you can do to you and to the students who are sitting in front of you. Understand. 200-hour courses, 500-hour courses, 1,000-hour courses. When I see all these boards, I can't control my laughter. When I was 3, I was given away to my guru. He accepted me, adopted me, and it took almost 15 years for him. Only when I was 17 and a half, he said, now you are a declared yogi. You can start teaching. Just before leaving the body, he blessed me and authorized me. I thought, then how many hours yoga training it would have been? So understand, the second important truth you have never been told about yoga: yoga cannot be developed. You can't develop on Sadashiva. You can't develop on Sadashiva. It is unfortunate. The original scriptures revealed by Sadashiva is not available for mass. It's unfortunate. Nobody promoted that because it is very easy to secularize Patanjali, very difficult to secularize Sadashiva. Understand, yoga was originally promoted in the modern world more by the people who are interested in digestion and stealing the best things from Hindu tradition, not by the people who are interested in the original knowledge, the original source. People who promoted yoga in the modern day, they were more interested in digestion and adoption, not interested in source or the original science. Patanjali is digestible into the secular stomach. Sadashiva is poison pill. You can't digest him. You can't digest him. If you try to swallow him, he will swallow you. Try to swallow him, he will swallow you. Understand? All the stupidity, marketing, commercialization, all this. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. But I wanted all of you to know the time for all this marketing, good, bad, discussions, debates about why marketing is necessary or not necessary. People have their own arguments. Without marketing, yoga would not have become popular so well. Without the dilution, yoga would not have reached the whole world. All these you guys can go on talking. All the debate time is over. Now it has already become popular. Come on, it is time. Let's get back to the original source. Even if we have tolerated for the sake of reaching out and all that, the job is done. Now, let's get back to the source. Job is done. We already popularized the word. Today, International Yoga Day. Whole world is celebrating. All the countries, without a single opposition, voted for International Yoga Day. It has already become one of the largest festivals celebrated in the world. So understand, we have done popularizing. Now, the next important job is getting back to the original source. That is why I have happened. I happened to bring the integrity and authenticity. Let us do responsible enriching by being integrated and authentic to the original source of yoga, the Yoga Pada of Agamas, directly Sadashiva's own words. Let us be integrated and authentic to that, and by being integrated and authentic to that, let's bring responsibility in our enriching. We are enriching the whole world with yoga. When we are putting so much of energy and intelligence and resources enriching the whole world with yoga, we should be responsible for being integrated and authentic to the original source. To the original source. Understand? Unfortunately, the original source was not available, popularized to the world. It is time. When the original scriptures, Vedas, were hidden into the ocean by the demon, Hiranya, Varaha Avatara happened. Vishnu took the incarnation and brought those scriptures out and revealed it to the world. Now it is my responsibility. collecting it from all the corners of the world, wherever it was secretly lying, the original agamas, the yogic scriptures, and gathering it, revealing it to the whole world, and making it available to the whole world through the internet. We are successful in collecting more than 3 terabyte original material on yoga. Revelations by Sadashiva. And we are scanning everything, cleaning it up. Today we are ready with 600 megabyte original material. Scanned palm leaves. Revelations about yoga by Sadashiva and his direct disciples. Today, it will be offered to the whole world, copyright free. You have a right to copy. I am declaring it as copyright free, and you have a right to copy. If you are copying, not only you are welcome, you are celebrated. The third important truth you need to know, which you have never been told about yoga. Please understand. Yoga is not just the science of keeping you healthy. Yoga is the science of radiating enlightenment. It is not just for ability to stretch your body. It is ability to manifest what you want. Yoga is not all about making you better man. Yoga is all about making you Superman. Don't follow something which makes you better man after 35 years. Do something which helps you to reveal, radiate powers immediately. Please understand. Do not have patience with your practice. You have been given wrong instruction. Have patience with your practice and continue for years. You will have result. No. Don't wait for Godot. If you have been asked to wait for Godot, you are being cheated. Yoga is a powerful alchemy system, gives the result as immediately as you start. If somebody says, no, practice this for years, you will get the result, you are being cheated. That is not yoga. The quality of yoga is, even if it is practiced little, brings tremendous result immediately. That's the science of yoga, original intention of yoga. Day 1 should bring results. By month 1 should manifest powers. If not, question the teacher who is giving you, question the system which is given to you. Understand? I am interested in revealing your SDHD to you, self-doubt, self-hatred and self-denial, but I am not interested in riding on your SDHD or exploiting you based on your SDHD. No. Revealing it to you is different, riding is different. Riding means, because you have this problem, you need to practice 12 years, then you will have result. That is exploiting your SDHD. Yoga does not need so much of time. If yoga needs so much of time, the fellow who is teaching you is not yogi. Understand? if he has Atma Pramana, personal realization, personal experience, and he has the knowledge of Apta Pramana, the earlier master's revelation, he can make it into a Sakshi Pramana reality for you as immediately as yoga is started. It is much more immediate than any science. Alchemy is more immediate than any chemistry. And Gita beautifully says, Svalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Negha vikramana shosti pratyavayo na vidyate Salpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. There is no loss in effort, nor there is any harm. Even a little of this knowledge projects the best things in you and protects you from great fears. Understand, yoga is as immediate as any chemistry. Yoga is more experiential and immediate than any of your so-called falling in love at first sight. If you have fallen in love at first sight, how that is as immediate, yoga is much more immediate than that. You need to know these basic truths. You have never been told about yoga. With this, I wanted to reveal all the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva and his direct disciples. Please understand, I will not make the mistake of declaring all the things Sadashiva revealed is available now. I will not make that mistake. But whatever is available now, by the grace of Sadashiva, I will make sure they don't die, they don't get lost. We will collect, organize and publish it, share it with all of you. Till now, whatever we have collected, all these are copyright free, belongs to whole world, and will be uploaded today in our Hinduism Now website, where all the Hindu scriptures are revealed and shared. I have a huge list, around 600 megabyte material, which will be uploaded freely for all of you today, for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach you. Keep them integrated. Keep them integrated. It's your responsibility. You are so active when it comes to keeping the politicians integrated, because they are handling your money, taxpayers' money. Same way you should be active to keep the gurus integrated to the original scriptures, because they are handling your whole life much more than the taxes. Who handle your taxes, you are so involved in keeping them integrated, but you are not questioning the gurus who are handling your whole life. Understand, let the politicians not cross the constitution. Let the gurus not cross the scriptures. Let the politicians not cross the constitution. Let the gurus not cross the spiritual constitutions. Once the scriptures directly delivered by Sadashiva are revealed to the whole world, once you all start reading, you all are exposed to these scriptures, then we don't need people who develop kriyas, who develop techniques, who develop yoga. No, no need. We have enough of people. Sadashiva himself has given. So you can't develop on Sadashiva. Let's abide by Sadashiva. Let's abide by him. That is enough. And bowing down to Sadashiva, surrendering at his feet, and all his disciples, and all the great people, beings involved in keeping this whole knowledge, experience current alive on the planet Earth, bowing down to all of them, surrendering at all their feet. I am revealing whatever is shared by them and kept alive till now on the planet Earth to all of you back again. Now it is in the form of the original palm leaf scanned. Soon you can expect the various language translations of these scriptures. Please wait for all those translations. It will be soon available to all of you. But the original scriptures will be revealed, shared with you all today on this International Yoga Day. So here I am offering symbolically the original manuscripts, the scanned printouts of the original manuscripts. So by revealing this to all of you, symbolically, with Sadashiva's grace, we are sharing this whole thing with the world. It's almost 600 megabyte material. Vadulagama, Sarvajnanottaragama, Tripada Artha Nirnaya, Achapa Gayatri, Siddhanta Shigamani, Shivayoga Ratna, Vyomavya, Siddhanta Sharavali, Mrigendragama. It goes, the whole list goes on and on and on. Revealed directly by Sadashiva and written by Sadashiva's direct disciples. So, bowing down at the feet of Sadashiva, surrendering myself at the feet of Sadashiva, I am sharing his knowledge to all of you with the whole humanity. Let the humanity be enriched by his knowledge, by his blessings, by his grace. We will also have yoga teachers training directly from this original authentic source. You will be taught these original verses and the asanas and kriyas and the practices. So, you will be a perfect teacher as Sadashiva wanted. As Sadashiva wanted. My blessings to all of you by the grace of Sadashiva. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.